David Wilcox live of Sunday, June 21, discussion with insider Danyan Brinkley, discussing with Wilcock about Nordics who beamed in and out of companies associated with the secret space program. My contact, Errol, confirms this. I was going over this list tonight to see who I'd like to contact and Errol's name just kind of stood out. I heard him speaking to me, so I started asking him questions. I asked what planet he's from and he said he's on Earth. I asked him if he's dark or light and he said, we're neutral. Now, neutral ETs are here, but they have their own agenda in mind. They're not involved with destroying the planet or the intervention to save it, they're here for their own purposes, so it'd be safe to say that that's what Errol and Sonata are doing. Now, bear in mind that Ivo has told us that Earth will be liberated of all negative ETS as well as all neutrals, who are using human DNA for their own needs. So it could be that if someone is being abducted for reproductive purposes, they're being abducted by neutrals as well. But since abduction of an Earthling goes against our free will, at least at our physical/mental level, positive ETS want it stopped. I believe this also has to do with themselves because human DNA is the DNA of the positive ET races, and when it gets altered, it affects them as well. So I asked Ivo, as I drove to the coffee shop for a sandwich, should I speak to him? Ever the opportunist, Ivo replied, yes, and find out where he is. Errol hasn't said anything to me, but I intuit he's in Germany somewhere, maybe hidden away somewhere in the south in the Alps. Errol spoke up and said, we're leaving anyway. I guess they know when they're not welcome. So now that I've gotten home and have eaten, I can continue with speaking to them. Me, Errol. Errol, yes, hello. Me, you heard what Ivo said, right? Errol, I did. Me, so you have what you need and you'll be leaving in a couple months or so, right? Errol, yes. Me, presumably you've been involved in DNA programming. For enhancement of your DNA? Errol, yes. Me, are you 4D? Errol, yes. Me, you've come to Earth at some time in the past? Errol, in the 1600s. Me, so you set up a base and conducted abductions? Errol, we get permission wherever possible. Me, to what end are you taking the DNA for? What is your ultimate goal? To be able to ascend more quickly? Yes. Errol, there is all kinds of DNA in the universe. Some is good DNA and some is bad DNA. Some works very well with the structure of the universe and some doesn't. Me, so you're saying yours doesn't? Errol, we'd like to enhance it? Me, so you're a tall white/earthling hybrid? Errol, yes. Me, where do you actually come from? Errol, we come from Scorpius. There are not many of us left. Me, you're dying out. Is that what's happening? Errol, we find that the galactic response to problems like these is not that compassionate. Me, so you've gone to the GFL and told them of your situation? Errol, we have. They are very protective of you. Me, so all the neutral races had a deadline to get off the planet before a specific date? Errol, correct. Me, so you've been on this planet since the 1600s, don't you consider it your home? Errol, no. Me, what the name of your planet? Errol, Carcele. It's a small star. Me, who do you consider to be your allies? Errol, nobody. Me, that might be part of the GFL's problem with you because you need to work with them. Errol, the GFL require membership. Me, so if your planet is attacked, you have no support from anyone. Errol, no. They will if you ask. Me, so you kind of have non-member status? You don't get privileges or something? Errol, the GFL requires all members to interact with them. To support the alliance and to be a member, and to work with them and to develop with them. Me, and for some reason you failed to achieve membership? Errol, we're not a peaceful race. Me, yeah, we failed on that point too, so you're in good company. So living among us was no big deal, I guess? So do you go out into public? How tall are you? Errol, yes. We can alter our appearance. I am 9 foot tall. Me, are you still going to apply for GFL inclusion? Errol, we would like that. This is why we want the DNA. Me, let me remind you we're not a peaceful race and that is in our DNA. Ariel, it can be removed. We can remove the reptilian elements. Me, so you portal back to Scorpius, back to wherever you are? Is there more than one group of tall whites on the planet? Errol, yes. Me, I see a group in South Africa. Would it stand to reason that some work with the negative forces on this planet? Errol, yes. Me, well, now have you, since you have started using our DNA, incorporating our DNA, have you found that your lives have changed? Your physicality has changed. Errol, lol, we're shorter. Me, yeah, we're not tall either. Errol, these are semantics. We're not worried about that. We want the higher vibrating DNA. We want to be seen as a benevolent race. We're not going through ascension and development is slow. Me, now when I put out that I wanted to speak to tall whites, you came through. Is there any particular reason why you wanted to speak to me? Ariel, we wanted the people of Earth to know what we are doing. Me, so those people that were taken can know that their DNA has been put to good use and it will increase the light in the galaxy. Errol, yes, for example. We have also exchanged technologies and information with your people. Me, so you're helping people in our research and development. You're trying to show the GFL you mean well. And that's another reason you contacted me, because I have the link to Ivo. Errol, you are the Galactic Federation of Light. Me, and my link to Ashtar, who is probably listening. Ashtar, I am. Errol, we continue to try to meet their requirements. Me, when you go back to your home planet, is it going to be a lot like Earth or different? Errol, there are some similarities. Me, when you were here, you were working with crystal technologies and things like that. Errol, yes. Me, did you like the food in Germany, wasn't it great? Errol, yes. You are a Germanic. Me, yes, through and through. Errol, we drink the beer too. Me, yeah, see that's something the Galactics won't do, they won't drink beer. Can you tell me what you look like? Errol, I am tall. I have long blonde hair and my wife is taller than I am and she has no hair. Me, I've seen that some have hair and some don't. Originally you were a hairless species. Hair isn't everything. Well, actually, no hair is everything. I love my hair. Errol, we have enjoyed being on Earth. We admired many of your cultures. The origins of your cultures originate in the stars. Me, that's why it's so diverse here, I'm sure of that. Especially when you look at human beings now. Most of them could never have created the dearth of variety, the differing ways of living that you see on this planet. I put that down to extraterrestrial influence, not human ingenuity. I know people who go through their days as robots, repeating the same tasks over and over every day, never changing. To imagine they could be so creative to create the cultural diversity on this planet? No way. The buildings in Thailand, the temples, the Great Wall of China. We don't realize what we get from the stars. Errol, no you don't? Me, how many children do you have? A dozen? Wow. This is for the sake of the genetic projects. Are you monogamous? Errol, we can be. Not always. Me, we're not either on the surface. In my case, when you find perfection, you stick with it? Can we expect when we're out in the stars or we're more advanced, will you return to the planet? Errol, we would like to come back. Me, I have no problem with other races staying on the planet. But then there are other people who don't even know ETs exist. When we're developed enough to host extraterrestrial life again and not get led off our path like already happened, then maybe you can come back. I have no issue with extraterrestrials living among us, living in communities and interacting on this planet. It'd be great. Thank you for this interview. Errol, thank you. I still got the feeling he wasn't saying everything. Leaving things out. I sense some kind of deception from him.